Welcome to the latest Motley Fool scoreboard. I'm on in Chalk of Blue, and we've got longtime fools Lou Whiteman and Matt Frankel giving a 1 to 10 rating to a top 200 Moneyball database stock, the properly named East West Bancorp, ticker symbol EWBC. First, we'll rate the strength of East West's business, including factors like industry and competition. A 10 is invincible, a 1 is hopeless. Lou's at an 8. Matt, you're at a 7.
Yeah, 7. 110 locations throughout the U.S. and Asia. It's one of the only U.S. banks to have a full banking license in China. They focus on the Chinese American community. That's kind of their niche. I don't love all the markets they operate in, but I totally understand why they have a big presence in California and New York, for example. I tend to prefer the regional banks focused on Sunbelt states right now. They built their loan loss reserves in Q3, which most banks didn't that I follow. But their net charge-off ratio is extremely low. So I gave it a 7, but it could have been a little bit higher.
So fair point on the geography, but I will say, I've said on an early episode that the beauty of banking is it's so simple. You're just buying and selling money. All right. And one of my favorite things in the banking industry is when a company finds its niche and just executes on it. East West over the last half century went from a tiny little savings and loan in Los Angeles to seeing a need, and seeing a need kind of based on people's unwillingness to other banks' unwillingness to work with the bank or work with that community. And now they have 100 locations serving that community. It's a winning formula. I see no reason for it to stop working soon.
For management, a 10 is Warren Buffett, a 1 is Homer Simpson. Both of you have 9s, Matt.
Yeah, Dominic Ng, he's been with the bank since 1991, and he's taken it from about $600 million of assets to about $80 billion of assets. Can't really argue with that performance.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at a 9 too. I mean, again, he's been there forever. He's 66. I should be worried about succession, but if you've seen him, I don't think he's going away anytime soon. I really should be under a 9 just because of the succession, but I just have so much respect for him and the job he's done. I couldn't help myself.
For financials, a 10 is a fortress, a 1 is yikes. Both of you have 8s, Matt.
Yeah, great revenue growth. Assets were up 7% year over year. Loans were up 5% year over year. The deposit base is up 8% year over year. All three of those are the best among the 3 banks that we've recently covered. Solid net interest margins, strong growth in fee income, which I know Lou loves. Wealth management fees, loan fees, and foreign exchange fees is a natural source of revenue for them that they get more than other banks. So I give it an 8.
Everything Matt said, I'd echo. And one thing to just highlight, and again, we talked about the value of niche banking and why this works. Non-interest-bearing deposits are through the roof for them. Not to be a broken record here, but the power of building a relationship with a community is it's not price sensitive. You're not fast money. All of the work they have done through their history, just establishing themselves in their community and building relationships, that helps on the bottom line when you look at they don't have to pay what other banks have to pay for the money. I do worry about in this environment, asset quality. It's holding up strong. I'm going to ding them for only having a 2% dividend yield when all the banks around them, could do a lot better, but so much to like here. So a solid 8.
If you're wondering what those other 2 banks were, it was Bank OZK and US Bank. Go back and watch those scoreboards as well, please. Let's talk valuation, Lou. How well will East West Bancorp stock do over the next 5 years? How safe is it? 10's a sure thing. 1's a lottery ticket.
So I am generally really bullish on banking right now. I think as these episodes have made clear, this one isn't nearly as cheap as some of the ones we were talking about. It's, I think, 1.6 times book, which isn't bad, but you don't have that runway. I said it's not the same dividend as all the others. So I think this is a market beater, 10 to 15%. I'm probably closer to 10% on this one. Safety is 7. Banks have risks, but this is a good core business, a great relationship with its customer base. So I think they know what they're doing and they'll be fine.
Yeah, I would agree. Mildly market-beating company, excuse me, safety score is 7. It's on the lower end of that 10 to 15% range, stronger growth than its peers in recent quarters, and it's a really favorable environment for banking. Its customer base I view as kind of a more loyal customer base than most, like Lou said about the niche banking thing. So that's why I gave it a 7 while I gave some of the other banks a 6.
Thank you to both Matt and to Lou. They've given East West an overall score of 7.8 out of 10. It's close to the 8.0 that would force me to own shares. That said, for a niche banker, Matt prefers Ally as a topic, and Lou prefers Live Oak Bank. Look out for a new scoreboard every market day at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next up is the house that Flo built. Till then, Fool on. Well, ChatGPT will just tell you what you want to hear. It's like a good analyst.